Alrighty folks, welcome back to the Sins of New Worlds, where we're going to do case 2. But before we jump in, I was going to mention that it was in fact revealed to us at the end of the base game who was riding the scooter. It was our friend Echo Secundus. Or what's his face? What was his name before he had his mind entirely replaced? What was your name? Let's go double check. Beginning with T, that's what I'm thinking. Where was is this one? Constriction. Or it was Oriole Toussaint, that was it. I didn't need to see it. As soon as I saw your face, I knew what your name was. Exit scenario. Yes, cool. That was revealed in like one little frame at the end of the base game, and I'd completely forgotten. So when we were solving the first case, I was kind of imagining that it was like back in time, but I don't think it is, right? This is later? Was it clear from this whether it's later? How are you liking here at 9th? As exciting as your old district. Yeah, I guess you're referring to the events of the first game, of the main game. It's not that clear about it, but I think that's what's going on. We did read this already. Okay. What was... Okay, that's just the summary of that. Okay, there's so many things going on this screen. Alright, let's watch. Let's go into the second one, the second case. Trouble Unleashed, a tragic day at the races. Ooh, the races. Deary me. Okay, I've seen this screenshot before. I knew there was a gruesome scene coming up. This is the one. Just a note, I've got a sore throat, so if I sound a little odd, or I clear my throat a lot, that'll be why. Like that. Alrighty. 69 words to find, 39 spots. Alrighty. There's another scene outside. Okay, let's start here. Oh, okay. Good thing we got here before they could get rid of the body. Find anything out, Roy? I wonder if they're all going to be of this format. I quite like this. It's neat. Good thing we got here before they could get rid of the body. Finding anything out, Roy? Looks like something happened at the office as well. I'll be damned. How did they get past those two guards? I have a theory. I'll have to check some details. Looks like something happened at the office as well. Past those two guards. Anything else? How do your interviews go? It's interesting, Cliff. They're evasive, but I'm not sensing any outright lies, except perhaps this vet business. Okay, is that meant to be telling me, like, don't expect anybody else is lying? Just think about the vet situation. Okay. But then I never know whether... Like, it was having some discussions in Discord, and it was mentioned that in the first one, there is, like, a little thing in this conversation. Actually, Cliff, that part makes perfect sense to me. It's what happened on the rooftop I'm baffled by. That part may have to wait for another day. Especially that's probably put there as an indication of like, oh, you're not supposed to understand the stuff that's happened on the rooftop fully. But it's like kind of hard to necessarily interpret it as that, because I could totally interpret this as, oh, the parts about, that's mentioned up here, it's just going to be the easy part, and this part's going to be the hard part. Like, just because this character thinks that that part has to wait for another day doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to wait until another day for me. So I got really caught on trying to figure that out. But I think that is intended as a little bit of a meta nudge from the designers to be like, don't worry about that. And this might be similar. Anyway, okay. What's this? Okay, some kind of toolbox. With a drill. It's a box of ammo, I think. 9mm. I was thinking screws at first, but I don't think they are screws. There appears to be a bullet casing on the box. A microphone, I guess like a film reel, or like just a reel for recording something. Some kind of detector. I mean, it could be like a dictaphone type of thing, or it could be for detecting something else. Not certain. And a cable, or maybe not a cable, maybe like steel wire. Zira, that might be a name. Okay. 2 to 3 p.m. feed dogs. 3 p.m. onwards, prep for race, then run errands for HB. Okay. Number 17 has become overly protective, easier just to keep by my side at all times. Interesting. Is number 17 the name of a dog? Has become overly protective of what? Of you? Of something else? Prep for race, then run errands. Okay, so it's dog racing. Terrible, terrible thing. A bloody lip. Okay. Gunshot wounds. Okay, so 2 things going on here. Bloody lip, although not implied that it's damaged in any way. Gunshot wound. And we've got this key as well, which is probably notable. Oh, it's probably the key for the cages, right? We have, I guess, a dog here. Some kind of weird dog. Very weird, but this is a strange universe. Is this an alarm? Emergency release. Okay, so there's a way of... Ooh. This has got blood on it, maybe? It might be accidental. I wonder if somebody, like, when you have fallen, you, like, hit that, and it's released these dogs, and you're not released because there's a broom handle put through the lock. Okay. You've got something in your mouth, like a blue fabric. Matches this, I think. Would you have been wearing that? It would be unusual for you, like, well, I mean, it depends exactly what's happened. It's also hanging on the door that's opened, which would imply, like, if you've, like, fallen and hit that, or maybe you've fallen and hit it as like a last stand thing. Like, somebody's attacked you and you've gone, well, I'm going to hit this button and release all these dogs and they're going to murder you. But then, yeah, the coat has ended up... Well, I mean, so there's an interesting thing here of like, well, you've got that in your mouth, but you're locked in there. I mean, maybe it's not from this coat. But this is also hanging over here. So that's happened after those have been released. Okay. Okay, I've got some lockpicks. Interesting. Interesting. Do we know... I mean, it's kind of interesting. So the kind of lock here is one you'd put a padlock through, right? So how does the emergency release even work? We don't actually get to see what the locks look like on the other ones. We have a gun. The pistol has been recently fired. Okay. Recently fired. There's blood on this as well. Is that everything in here? I think it might be. That means the next scene is going to be a lot, or there's more than one other. I don't think there's anywhere else to go to. Okay. Newell's dog track. Maybe clicking on some of these like expands to like to be zoomed in or something. Okay. Is that what they chase? I don't know how dog racing works. But I guess it's meant to be like a rabbit or something. Until they see that and just think they have to run. And that's just back into where we were. Yes, okay. This is where the dogs are kept. Where should we start? I kind of feel like starting over here. Although, is our other friend here? Where's our other detective friend? Like, you were in this conversation. I guess we'll just be in every conversation. It's interesting. I feel like we are in this game playing the role of that detective. Okay, you. I took a hit for that guy. I hope he got what we came here for. Now I've just got to collect myself and keep away from those cops. Okay, you've got a black eye. I took a hit for that guy. Okay, in the eye. Hope you got what we came here for. Now I've just got to collect myself and keep away from those cops. Okay. What did they come here for? Ooh, do we have a tiger? We have a tiger car. Okay. So I expect some white ties. I mean, you just look like you probably work here. You're in like overalls. Okay, what about you? So you didn't see anything? Not at the kennels, I must apologise. I did see two men running away from the office, which is probably this building here. Then someone else went up to the door a little bit later. Two men running away, then someone else went up to the door. Okay. Could you describe the person? Why aren't you asking about the two men? Not really, I was distracted by the sound of the race starting and that lovely polka-dotted dog. I had good money on her. Okay. So you were possibly in the audience. Okay. So a race was on at the time, at least at this time. Okay, all the dogs are over here. I guess let's click on them now. Yeah, okay, so you. Twizzle. Jess. Jess likes to dig. We've got some poop. I guess. Maggie. And Godsend. Okay. Alright, anything else notable about them? They're all wearing different things, so that's the way to identify them. You're green, which is totally normal. I mean, they're very, very odd dogs. How many cages are there in the kennels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 total. We know that... Well, that one seems to be closed still. So 1, 2 open, 3 open, 4 open. Possibly 2 others open. We can't see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dogs outside, and then there's the one inside. Okay, cool. That adds up. Let's look at you. I almost didn't see you up here. Do you know anything about what happened? I've just come down from the north side of town and don't know much about this place. But I think someone in a big coat entered the kennels. Okay, the blue coat. Just come down from the north side of town. You don't know much about this place. Okay, why are you here? You've been recording something. The 3-day cassette tape is full. 3-day cassette tape. As in it records 3 days worth of audio? I guess. Curious. Okay, what about you? I got here after the race was finished. I saw the dogs had gotten out and knew something was wrong. That's when I found Leo like that. Wait, so that's another thing, right? So there's a race on at some point. But also the dogs seem to have been released using the emergency button, maybe. I guess I don't know the timing of everything yet. I got here after the race finished. I saw the dogs had gotten out and knew something was wrong. That's when I found Leo like that. You're looking a little worse for wear yourself. So you're near the kennel, so maybe you mean inside. Yeah, the person inside. That's Leo then. Oh, this? You don't need to worry about me, officer. Just some roughhousing. Okay, you've got a black eye as well. Oh, white tie. Hello, so you're a gangster. Looks like you're also wearing a white tie. Okay, how did they both get black eyes? That's gonna be something. Like, it's not that they didn't get punched, did they? So there's gonna be something else going on. Maybe. Hey, look, it's our favorite brand of cigarettes. They show up a lot. I forgot what they're called. I was with Leo before it happened. He told me to make the call that Zira was ready for pickup. Pickup? Oh, to take to the vet. Zira's one of our dogs. Very sick. You probably don't want to get too close. Oh, no hands. Hello. I think I know who you are then. You were involved in the previous scene. Interesting. But Zira was on the toolbox. That doesn't make sense. You didn't name the tool. Oh, it's not a toolbox. It's what do you call them? What do you call them? The box that you put a pet in to take them to the vets or whatever. I see. Okay. What is the word? Why can I not remember the word for this? For some reason I just can't remember. Zero's ready for pickup. I was with Leo before it happened. He told me to make the call that Zero's ready for pickup. Okay. So that would normally mean Zero's in the box. But clearly other stuff's in the box. including a drill, a microphone, a film reel or something, whatever this is, and some ammo. Curious. So is this another like disguised delivery of items? Kind of like food in the previous one. I was with Leo before it happened. He told me to make the call. So it's interesting that these seem to be here and happy to talk to the detective. I wonder if they run the... like this gang runs the dog track. It wouldn't surprise me. It's the kind of thing a gang would do. Taste the vets. There's one of the dogs. Very sick. You probably don't want to get too close. Very sick. You probably don't want to get too close. We don't get to see those other 3 dogs. None of these had Zero as the name. Is Zero the one that's in here? I don't know. I'm going to guess so for now, but I'm not certain. Okay. Wait, where are all these words going to come from? Are we just going to get loads of words from one thing? Oh, we're going to go inside another place. Uh-oh. Okay. There's basically another scene. So this is where we are. I'm now saying that I am this person. I might actually come back to that. I'm going to stick out here for now. Let's do these 2. Only time I left my post was to chase off a troublemaker while the race was happening. Is this your usual post? It is now. We had a break-in on Tuesday night, so we're not letting anything slide. We're keeping tight watch on this office day and night. Okay. You're wearing different stuff. A blue coat. Well, blue jacket. Keep Andiers out. Yeah, it's the other gang. Yellow jackets. Work in pairs. Stupid jerks. Yellow jackets are you. Yeah, okay. Do we have another yellow jacket? No. I wonder where you've gone. You're somewhere though, aren't you? Like, could it be like somebody that's just ditched their thing? But yeah, works in pairs, so yeah, you came with somebody else. I wonder if one of them's potentially disguised themselves as somebody else, but it would make sense for these to be the tiger people from last time. What is Echo Secundus up to, and how did Echo Secundus adapt to the modern world with its scooters and things? What is going on? I guess we'll find out eventually. Oh, there's another dog here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Uh-oh. I mean, there might be more cages behind us. I don't know for certain. Look, can I tell from this? Look, each one of these has a pair, like a kind of 4, like a Windows logo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 12 total. Oh, you can even see the little barriers inside as well. So yeah, there are 12 total. Unless there's like, there could be storage at the back or something. I guess it's meant to be a bit ambiguous how many there are then. Because in fact, I can see like 3 bars along the top there, and then they sort of disappear, so I'm not certain. We're breaking on Tuesday nights, we're not letting anything slide. We're keeping tight watch on this office day and night. I've got a shipment of 6 items going out to the new asset today. 6 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 items. Okay. The usual method should work. Let him in for pickup at 3:45. I'll be out grabbing a seat. The new assets. Also, if the blonde comes whining again, tell him to suck it up and keep working with the Caesar. If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man... Okay, hold on. So if the blonde comes whining again, that'll be you. Tell him to suck it up and keep working with the Caesar. Sure. If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man, that's his own damn problem. The SARS are a useful part of this organization. Okay. HB. HB was mentioned here. Preference, then run errand for HB. Okay. Overly protective, easy just to keep by my side at all times. 3:45. Yeah, so after 3 is when you prepare for the errand, which is, I guess, is preparing that the box. What do you call them? Hold on. Pet box. That actually hasn't helped because that doesn't come up with it. Here we go. Here we go. A carrier? I guess so. Sure. A carrier. Pet carrier. For some reason, even reading that doesn't ring like pet carrier. Dog carriers, cat carriers. Sure, yeah, sure. Alright. Back to it. Yes, HB. Who's HB? Do we know? So then the SARS are like a particular rank or something, or they have a particular role. Or wait, aren't the, like, don't we know that that's just the name of that gang? I think so. But then the blonde is one of those, although is dressed as one of them, may not actually be one. Can we tell? Does it look like you're wearing somebody else's stuff? If the blonde comes whining again, tell him to suck it up and keep working with the SAR. If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man, that's his own damn problem. If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man. Why is he having to defend himself? I don't know yet. I guess it's weird because we're clearly not this guy. Because we're seeing things that he doesn't get to see. Well, unless he does. Did he search them? Does he have a warrant? I'm always by Miss Bauer's side. That came up. Who was Bauer? And that would be the B. HB. Bauer. Why did Bauer come up? Bauer Youth Sports League. Okay. Cool. That's where it came up. Interesting. I'm always by Miss Bauer's side, and I don't talk to the police. Are you currently by Miss Bauer's side? Just for the record, can you tell me about the victim? Did he have any enemies, people who would wish him harm? Okay, he's not saying a thing. Over here. Let's look at you first. I've been in here all day, I will say. Sorry, I've been in here all day. I will say I did hear some people around the office area making a commotion. Did you hear what they were saying? One was hurling insults about Miss Bauer, saying she ruined their business and that she's the mayor's pet. Okay, insulting Hildegard Bauer, HB, here seems unwise. And unwarranted. Miss Bauer is a hard worker and she always finds time to support her favourite girl. She always finds time. Hard work, she always finds time to support her favourite girl. Presumably one of the dogs. Alright. What was the name of the mayor? That might be relevant. Moira Meredith. Okay. We're going to have to come back through things, it's fine. While I was waiting in line to make my bet, some guy in a big coat shoved past, calling out for Benny. Did he find him? I don't know, he searched around for a moment and suddenly ran off towards those wooden gates. Yep, these wooden gates. Newell's Dog Track, Racer, Godsend 06 to win, stake $5 or whatever. A subsidiary member of Bauer National. Okay, so Bauer owns the racetrack. Okay. Godsend 06. Godsend was this one? Yeah. Okay, I hope I don't have to know too much about how this works. I've literally never betted on anything because I'm not a silly person. Friday races. 4:10 p.m. Arlec 02, Twizzle 24. Okay, so this will be figure out which dogs were racing at the same time. They have a number as well. Sure. Benny in reserve with Kennel Master. So there are 10 total. At least 10 named on here. We've seen Twizzle, Jess, Maggie, and Godsend up there. In reserve with Kennel Master, Benny, and Blue. Who was the one that was sick? Zera. Zera's not listed? Zera is not listed, okay. Zera's sick, so kind of makes sense. Like, I guess in reserve means, like, in case one of these has a problem, they would bring out one of these instead. Okay. We'll come back to that later. Wait, what's the timing? 4:10, 4:50. Okay, now we go inside. The door. Okay. So the latch is out, but not that part. What? The lock is scratched and damaged. Yes, I see that. It's like somebody's tried to pick it, I guess. I tried to unscrew it as well. Why is the latch out right now? Well, maybe it's not. It's like, what are these bits? Like, is this just like maybe this is just the bit that you turn the handle and this bit would go in? Yeah, that's probably what it is. And then maybe the lock would extend these bits, but normally it just like latches this, right, in some way. I don't know exactly how those mechanisms work, but actually no, I guess that is quite common for it to be like that. Maybe. The window's boarded up. Power restoration works. Okay. Shelf's fallen. It had a bunch of stuff on it, which seemed to all match exactly with the things that are in the carrier, the pet carrier. Yeah, it's definitely those things. Wait, what was that? What was triangular? Something must have been. Maybe. Oh yeah, the base of this is triangular. Okay, cool. Base of the microphone. So those were all on there. That's fallen. There's soil on the ground from the plant, I guess. Like when this fell, did the plant get damaged? In fact, there's a bit sticking up there. Did it break a stem or something? There's a chair fallen over as well. There's some trophies. Is this Miss Bauer? This is probably Miss Bauer. So sorry about the mess. Benny knocks over the plant, which hit the stuff on the shelf, but I gathered up all 7 items and nothing seems broken. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Curious. Knocks over the plant, hit the stuff on the shelf, but I gathered up all 7. So yeah, the plant got knocked, and that's why there's soil on the floor. Alright. No more slums. Heritage building renovation plan. Moira promises, Hildegard delivers. Okay, so you're somehow supporting this gentrification, I guess. Wednesday, meet with BRW board regarding heritage project. Should I recognize this? Ensure MM absent. That's you, Moira, whatever. Thursday, meet with restaurant staff regarding stock replenishment and new security measures. Wednesday, Thursday. We had a Tuesday reference at some point. They're breaking on Tuesday night. What day are we on now? Oh, we could probably work that out from this. Friday. Okay, so it's Friday now. Tuesday was a break-in. And then we're staying here Wednesday and Thursday. These two things happened. Okay. Meet with these people. Make sure you're not there. Thursday, meet with restaurant staff regarding stock replenishment and new... Oh, so is this the restaurant we were at before? Are you connected? New security measures. You know more about what's going on than you're letting on, don't you? Maybe. Okay, let me close this. Nothing is missing, just like last time. All they did was cause a mess. Okay. Any idea how they got in? No, I'm in here all day and keep it locked up when I'm not. Now, could you hurry this up, detective? I have all my meetings in this office and your presence is not conducive to business. You're in here all day and keep it locked when you're not. Yes. Okay, so maybe the point is that... Like, was it picked? I'm not sure whether to interpret this as, like, it's currently locked and... But they're in there, so they wouldn't be locked while open, unless, like, it'd been pushed through, but then there'd be some damage on the door frame here. But, like, normally, like, the mechanism would be so that, like, this bit is, like, close to the bit that it moves. But this is just, like, stuck in. Has this been cut in some way? But then this is locks. I don't know. Okay. So you've got Jess's... whatever that is. Is it a collar or is it... I don't know the size of it. It's got a chain on it. Do the other collars are they chained? It doesn't actually show me the collar itself, but no, generally not. Looks like it's just like a strap. It looks like it's just on there, whatever this is. Okay. All my meetings in this office, in presence not. Okay. Nothing is missing, just like last time. All they did was cause a mess. Okay, we have another mystery to resolve there, and we've got all the bits and pieces. This is where we start going back through things. So what do we know? We know that on Tuesday there was a break-in of some sorts. And this has been your post has been to stand next to this. So the window is smashed on the outside, but look, there's panels here, so although are they, yeah, I think they're still nailed in, even though they're nailed in wonkily. Is there some sneaky way they've like been able to get inside this place? Do you have a key? As far as I know, keep Andia's out. Yellow jackets work in pairs. Stupid jerks. Okay. Do you have any enemies? People who would wish him harm? The shelf is knocked down. But somebody said, so sorry about the mess. Benny knocked over the plant, which hit the stuff off the shelf, but I gathered up all 7 items and the seat's broken. And the meta thing at the start, it seemed to be implying that I shouldn't treat anything as a lie except the stuff about the vet. Okay. He told me to make the call. Zero was ready for pickup. I was with Leo before it happened. Who's Leo again? Is Leo the dead one? Yeah. Okay. So there is one of our dogs, very sick. You probably don't want to get too close. There's even bloodstain on the thing, so this is a recent wound, right? Like this is not long after the previous time. But we know it's after because of that. Well, unless you lost your hand in a different way and it's a completely different person. I've just come down from the north side of town, don't know much about this place, but I think someone in a big coat entered the kennels. Like, this is suspicious. You've got 3 hours of 3 days, Tuesday to Friday. Have you left this in that room? You have. You have left this tape recorder in here. 7 items. Nothing seems broken. One of the items was... Whoa, hold on. Could this be concealed or hidden under or on or... in the box? But then you wouldn't say it was 7 items. They must have been separate to each other. I guess in theory it could just be placed on top of them, but then it would be noticeable, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 items. Does anything not match the shape in some way? All 7 items. I like the idea that somebody would write that. I gathered up all 7 items. What's going on there? Like, okay, if I were gonna hide a cassette recorder amongst these items, I mean, I would put it in there. I mean, it's possible that that like opened up and it fell out and then they were like, oh, 7 items, we'll put them back. Or like gathered up, I guess. And would that have been today? Probably. It would have been cleaned up, right? Benny knocked over the plant. Which is the dog that you want to have next to you? I think it's you, right? Number 17 is from overly protect... okay, numbers. 17. Benny, yep, okay. So you've got Benny with you at all times. And yeah, I think protective of you. It's become attached to you, basically, so it stays with you. And so Benny was with you in here, and you're like, I guess you're general, like, caretaker... Not caretaker, like a janitor, sorry. There's something sneaky about this. There's totally a cassette recorder on there. You've picked them up. Gather them up. So you've come into the room. So do you have access to this door? Is there some way to know that this key here might be for that? It's a circle. I mean, it's basically just a circle with 2 bits to it. I mean, there's nothing about that that suggests that. Oh, but you've got the same key. Okay, so you both have access to this room. I'm in here all day and keep it locked up when I'm not. Okay, but Leo can also be in here. You've got Jess's thing. It's not the one around your neck, right? No, that's a different thing. Is it like next to you somewhere? Is it just in your pocket, I guess? Jess. What? Oh, hold on. Don't you say her favorite girl? Her favorite girl, Jess. Okay, got it. Maybe it is the thing around the neck. The visuals don't seem to add up there. Like that's got like a little bit hanging down. Whereas this has 2 chains coming off it like that. I guess if it were hanging, the 2 chains would like go together. If they were, well, I don't know. But okay, I think she's just a fan of Jess. Okay. Things are starting to connect. She always finds time to support her favorite girl. Was hurling us also about Miss Val saying she ruined their business and that she's the mayor's pet. So people in the office area are making commotion. What's the what's the sequence of events in terms of the race and everything? So the prep for the race starts at 3. I've gone back in there. Prep for the race starts at 3. The race itself, well, 2 races. One starts at 4:10, one starts at 4:50, and there's 4 dogs in each, and we've got 4 of them available to us here. We know that the polka dot one was Twizzle. Not at the kennels, I must apologise. I did see two men running away from the office. That's the commotion. Then someone else went up to the door a little bit later. Okay. Could you describe the person? Not really. I was distracted by the sound of the race starting and that lovely polka dotted dog. I had good money on her. Okay. Someone else went up to the door. So two men running away from the office. Could that just be this guy? I reckon it's this guy. I think this guy is... Oh, this is the person that was wearing the coat. But then maybe they're wearing a coat because they know that if they go in their yellow jackets, they'll be recognized. I took a hit for that guy. Who's punched him? Is there anybody's like hand looks like... I can click on the hand. Like it kind of looks a bit sore. Have you got blood coming out of you? You do. So does this one. And somebody's been shot at some point. Holy moly, this is a lot of stuff, isn't it? Okay, it's going to come together though, bit by bit. So you guard this place. These guys seem to... They're at home here in some way. I think there's some arrangements for delivering goods. I've got a shipment of 6, so yeah, so she's aware of it. I've got a shipment of 6 items going out to the new assets today. Who's the new asset? The usual method should work. Let him in for pickup at 3:45. That's still pre-race time. I'll be out grabbing a seat, okay? So you're currently out doing that. You're letting somebody in. Oh, letting somebody in to the office? Yeah, probably. Okay. Let him in for pickup at 3:45. Also, if the blonde comes whining again... This bit hasn't made sense to me yet. If the blonde comes whining again, whining about what? This deal happening? This shipment? Time to suck it up and keep working with... I mean, this might just be a completely separate point. Yeah, I think what's happening here is that these two have been asked to work together. If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man, that's his own... But why are they fighting? SARS are a useful part of this organization. But also the blonde. Wait, is there another blonde? I don't think there is. No. You're the only blonde here. But you're wearing the SAR outfit. So what's happening there? If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man, that's his own damn problem. They're a useful part of this organization. Okay, because they do these deals in some way. I don't know why you're wearing that. I got here after the race is finished, so late. Okay, you got here really late then. I saw the dogs had gotten out. So after the race is finished and they've been put back away. And then they've gotten out of there, out of the kennel. That's why I found Leo like that. Yeah, I think so. Gotten out of the kennel. That's why you're standing nearby, and that's how you found Leo. Look a little worse for yourself. Oh, this, you don't need to worry about me, officer. Just some rough housing. So you've been punched in the eye. I mean, could have been hit with a left hand. A whole bunch of people have been hit with in the eye. You've been hit in the eye. Anybody else have a black eye? No. Probably don't want to get too close. I was with Leo before it happened. He told me to make the call that Zero was ready for pickup. So you were with Leo. So you're saying you got here later? Okay. Right, okay, so you were with Leo. Leo said, go make the call. that the pickup is ready. And I guess as far as you know, I mean, the problem with that meta bit of information is that I don't know whether you're lying about it or whether you just don't know, and the lie is just generally that the dog is going to the vet. You probably don't want to get too close. Okay. Don't want to make the call. Zero's ready for pickup. Okay. So then you left to make that call, and then you're saying you arrived later, and you saw the dogs has gotten out of the kennel, and you went in and found Leo. Okay. So those are at different times. You are 100% have been recording stuff inside that room. 100%. That's why it says 3 days. They broke in before, they left it there. I guess they used the window before. Okay. Okay, things are slowly starting to piece together. I do love this feeling of it gradually becoming a little bit clearer and clearer as we go. I want to do this one again. Good thing we got here before they could get rid of the body. Find anything out, Roy? So they were going to get rid of the body, I guess? Looks like something happened at the office as well. I'll be damned. How did they get past those 2 guards? I have a theory. I'll have to check some details. How did they get past those 2 guards? I have a theory. Not through the window, that would be obvious. All they needed to do was collect the tape, the cassette tape. That's what they were there for, not for the stuff in the box, I don't think. Because you said, I took a hit for that guy. I hope he got what we came here for. Now I've just got to collect myself and keep away from those cops. This has also got something on it. It's a bit dirty. Is that from the soil inside the room? I think it might be. But then... Okay. So you've come in to collect the items to put in the box. Yes. And you've gathered them all up and you have put them in the box, I think. Maybe they were all in there. The problem is I don't know. So maybe the thing wasn't even in the office and it was actually in there, and so you've gone in and killed this guy to get it. There's more to this though. How do we know? Were you wearing a jacket? I think someone in a big coat entered the kennels, but you wouldn't say that, would you? Unless you would, just to kind of throw them off your trail. So they've been recording what's going on here. What did they want to know? Like, is this meeting happening here? Possibly. Or is it happening elsewhere? Any other details I can pick up? That shadow outside is, I guess, you. There's a curtain. There's a picture frame with a dog in it, probably Jess. You've come in to collect the items. So you've come in to collect the items around 3 PM onwards. Interesting that there's a drain here. Could that be relevant? Not a drain, like a sewer cap thing, hatch thing, whatever. I took a hit for that guy. I hope he got what we came for. I've just got to collect myself. I think you've been... Okay, so you've been distracting them or something? I think you've punched him. You've punched him. You're the one that's got the thing where it keep them out, stupid jerks. You'd be happy to punch him. If he can't defend himself against what? I don't understand this. Defend himself? Why is he fighting? If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man. Maybe they don't mean literally, like maybe they mean something else, I'm not sure. Okay, the usual method should work. Let him in for pickup at 3:45. I'll be out grabbing a seat. Him, I think, is Leo in this case, then. So Leo's being let in. I believe. Why is the blonde whining? Does it matter that you're digging? Does it matter that there's a poo on the floor? You're digging. I bet that's somehow relevant. Digging. Jess is digging. Can't dig into this place, right? That doesn't make sense. There's another dog there. Don't get to look at that one. Don't get to look at these three. Okay, any other... Let's go back inside here, because this stuff I haven't looked at enough. This looks like it's got blood on it. This has been recently fired. You have a bullet wound. Gunshot wound. You also have a bloody lip. Why do you have a bloody lip? Where would the blood come from? I mean, it could have just splattered from your chest. The lock picks. Oh yeah, and somebody has tried to pick this lock. That's weird, right? Surely if this guy's here the whole time. But then maybe they just did it on Tuesday. They're breaking on Tuesday night. But it looks like the break-in would have been through the window, right? Smashed. You've got lockpicks. The only time I left my post was to chase off a troublemaker while the race was happening. Okay, so you did leave your post. Did somebody actually manage to break in then? Like, how long were you chasing them for? Scratched and damaged, but enough to... I mean, you don't have to damage a lock to get into it. You just want to pick it, to unlock it. And I don't know if the current state tells me anything. It's latched... It seems like the lock is latched now, but then why... What? Benny knocks over the plants, which hit the stuff on the shelf. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. Nothing is missing, just like last time. Right, because the only thing that changed was that they added a cassette recorder. They were just recording you. BRW. I don't know what that means. Does it mean anything if I go back to this thing? BRW. As far as I know. Okay. There's this. 7 items, but there's only 6 things, but it could have been placed on top of one of them or in one of them or something like that. Oh, I feel like I kind of have like most of the bits. There's some bits that just don't quite add up. I didn't hear all day, I will say. I did hear some people around the office area making a commotion. So probably this guy. So you saw two people running away from the office, right? Which would have been you and you. You, like, as a distraction, right? You've been a distraction. You've gotten punched. You've run away. You've chased him off. That is the two people being referred to there. Then someone else went up to the door a little bit later to try and pick the lock. Okay. And then what did somebody here say about... While I was waiting in line to make my bet, some guy in a big coat... So to make your bet, it would have been pre the race. Some guy in a big coat shoved past, calling it out for Benny. Big coat shoved past, calling out for Benny. For the dog? Who's Benny again? Is Benny one of these? I don't think so. No. Benny is one of the dogs though, right? Oh, in reserve. Oh, Benny's the one that knocked over the thing. So is the person in the blue coat just the guy, Leo? I was waiting in line to make my bet, some kind of big coat shoved past, calling out for Benny. Okay, Benny's not with him, and he wants to keep Benny by his side. He searched around for a moment and suddenly ran off towards those wooden gates. This is Benny, isn't it? And the emergency button was hit, and you've had to manually jam Benny in there because of something. Is this your coat? Sequence of events then. So the coat's on the door. Protective. It appears to be that fabric, right? It's the same colour. I wish I could see a bit on this that was torn in some way. I can't at all. Do you see anything else that's blue and torn on anybody? You're wearing blue. Oh. It's interesting that your waistcoat stops earlier on that side. What's that about? What is that about? Is that relevant in some way? It's not blue though, so I don't know. Big blue coats. Here. Okay, things are slowly coming together, bit by bit. I think. So Benny's the one. I think Benny's the one that's in here. And so, what do we know? We know that somebody, while they were betting before the races, so when you would have been preparing for the races and running errands, so you would have been also getting the stuff from the office. But when you got the stuff from the office, all 7 items were there. So I think you maybe failed to pick the lock. Like you ran out of time. Did you run out of time? Is there anything that indicates that more closely? And then you like went to plan B. Which was to shoot the guy. Am I being misled about one of these silhouettes on the shelf? Is like one of them... Like it's possible that that was the cassette recorder and the box was elsewhere? There's gotta be some trick to this of some sort. I guess all this implies that those that were there for a long time, whereas the cassette could have been next to them or behind them and wasn't there for very long, I guess. Did you fail? I think you maybe failed. to pick this lock. And then, yeah, I went to plan B. And so at that time, like, why would you, after you've like filled this, why would you bring it in here? That is curious. Why would you do that? The race did happen. I'd go. Why is that important in some way? I had good money on her. I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know. Twizzle. Well, I guess that says which race that was. The first race, 410, with Jess in it as well. So Jess, so what's her face would have gone for that same race. Okay, so we know it's during that race that that this is happening. Okay, during that first race at 410. Why is that important? Yeah, why would you have brought this in here? What's the shipment mechanism? After collecting the stuff, what does he then do? Do they take the box there just to be like... I mean, maybe they even put the dog in, but not... Are we saying this is Benny? Who's the one that's sick? Zera. Probably don't want to get too close. Do any of these look sick? I mean, they all look sick, to be honest. Don't we get too close? Those two dogs are fighting. Well, playing, maybe. Is this Benny or is it Zera? Okay, and you've also got the stuff. So you've clearly like ripped a coat, been pushed in there, and then this has been jammed shut. Is this before or after? Very protective. Benny went missing. And when did... I was waiting in line to make my bet. Some guy in the big coat should have passed, calling out for Benny. Godsend 06 to win. Godsend 06. Is that the same race? No, the next one. Am I supposed to get something from that? Like, can you bet on... I think you can bet at any time, right? But it may have been between the two, I guess. Definitely getting to the point where maybe I would be happy to start looking at the things. Like most of it's adding up. Bloody lip. I'd like to have some kind of explanation for everything. Number 17, Benny's overly protective, easier just to keep by my side at all times. Why is your lip bloody? You got blood on your lip. And somebody else also had that? You. Were you punched in the face? Why would Leo have been punched in the face? You've got a black eye. What is happening? No, I feel like I'm still quite a bit away from fully understanding this. It's with Leo before it happened. He told me to make the call that Zero is ready for pickup. Okay, so you went away. Very sick. You probably don't want to get too close. Still don't understand the thing about the blonde whining. Anything else to note around here? Litter on the floor. Yeah, there could be like a subtle detail I'm missing somewhere. Ugh. Bloody lip. Why? It's like specifically calling it out. Why? Why? Yeah, the vet business is a lie. It's been recently fired. Somebody shot you. I think the guy who wants the cassette. That's what makes the most sense to me. And this is the lock-picking stuff. So it's not yours. Like, you're clearly, you know, you work here. And you're the one doing the errands, yes. And so the person in the coat isn't you, because the lock-picking tools are in here. Unless they try to look like them. Was it a disguise? Did he take his coat? Did he... So the thing that's not adding up there is that here, you say, some guy in a big coat shoved past, calling out for Benny. Calling out for Benny. Calling out for Benny. And then, so that implied, and so we've got the other information that is like, that you have a note saying, number 17, Benny has become overly protective of what? Easier just to keep by my side at all times. Become overly protective of just anybody, or easier just to keep by my side at all times. Overprotective. Of what? What? I don't understand how to interpret this. He's just to keep it on my side. So I think basically you're just saying that the dog is like, can like lash out. I think is what you're saying. But under what circumstances? Just under anything, really? And so so that makes me think it's you. I mean, have the lockpicks been planted here? Bloody lip. Did you kiss this guy? Maybe. It would match up with the right side of the face. Or the left side of the face. There's like literally nothing else indicating that, but sure. Benny knocked over the plant, which hit the stuff off the shelf, but they gathered up all 7 items. So you keep Benny with you at all times, basically. All 7 items. So it seems like you would have put all 7 items into your carrier. You would have taken the carrier there, right? Maybe, would you? Or would you have done something else? Would you have put them in your pockets? Or... No, it's like a lot of stuff to carry. You would have just taken that with you, I think. Filled it up. You brought it here for some reason. Maybe to also get a dog that is sick. Well, like, where is that dog? Is it one of the ones outside, or... Did we have a full total list of dogs? I mean, we had the 10 that are listed on here. But this is definitely missing 1, right? Unless there's 0. 0 is one of our dogs, very sick. Like, is 0 not a dog at all? Is 0 just a code name for this? Do they always just use this and say, oh, it's 0? Is there something I can figure out about that? Like the ESS from the previous one? 0. Ariz. Reza. Razzie. Asri. It's not an anagram of anything interesting. But it could just be that there is no dog called that. Rather than, like, I mean, but it could just be the dog just isn't listed on here, I guess. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. None of the numbers add up nicely. I think you're saying that, and you're saying you don't want to get too close so that they don't go near this, I guess. But surely they would just look through the... Is that not... They would just look through there and go, oh, that's not a dog. That's some other stuff. Okay, but I think 0 is not a dog. I think that's what it's maybe trying to imply. Okay, what's going on with this coat? The dogs were let out after the race. After the first race and not the second race? Has the second race happened yet or not? What time is it now? But people have only talked about the first race, except you've said... I mean, you're trying to place a bet still, right? Or are you trying to get... Are you collecting money? While I was waiting in line to make my bet, some guy in a big coat shoved past calling out for Benny. I don't know, he searched around for a moment and suddenly ran off towards those wooden gates. Okay. So when did... Holy moly, this is tricky. So Leo should have come at 3:45. And seems like that happened. Went in with Benny, knocked the thing off the shelf. This happened. Then... When did the kerfuffle happen? I guess like recently? Oh, during the first race. Okay, so that adds up. Okay, so... Yeah, so Leah's already been collecting the items. It's totally you. It's totally you. And you came here for this. This is what you wanted. And you've come here. So the first race is on already. The commotion happens. Oh, what's the timing with you making this bet? I don't know. I don't know. Correct, I don't know. He searched around for a moment, suddenly ran towards those wooden gates. This feels like it would be close to the incident in the kennel happening, because that's when they've run off that way. Okay. So I think that's Leo. While you were making a bet. Is that during or after the race or what? This part's never going to make sense to me, is it? The blonde comes whining again. Tell him to suck it up and keep working with the saw. Why is your lip bloody? What are the sources of blood in this place? I mean, you've possibly just been hit. There's been like before you were shot, there was some other commotion. And were you just in here? So you've gone to find Benny? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Is there a reason this billboard's here? Is there more to it other than it just being a callback? I mean, obviously it's an ad. The chair. Why is the chair on the floor? Why is the chair on the floor? Why is it? Why it looks like it's fallen over from being next to the door? It would have been near the desk, right? Has somebody tried to like jam the door from the inside or something? But it would be the other way around. But definitely a bunch of things not adding up for me here. Like, I got that bit. I feel like I've got some of the big mysteries. It's kind of similar to the previous one, where there's like some little details that don't quite add up, but maybe it won't even ask me about them. Okay, did hear some people around the office area make a commotion. Did you hear what they were saying? One was hurling insults about Miss Bauer, saying she ruined their business. Is that the whining? Okay, that's probably just the whining, okay. So did two sets of commotion happen around here? One was hurling insults about Miss Bauer, saying she ruined their business. Okay, the business... Oh, possibly the... I mean, what's the deal she's made with the mayor? I don't know. The mayor's pet. Something Hildegard Bauer here seems unwise and unwarranted. Miss Bauer's a hard worker. She always finds time to support her favourite girl. Okay. What was hurling insults? Did two sets of commotion happen? I'm not entirely sure. Because I think you've distracted him at some point. I got here after the race is finished, so you weren't here that whole time. I saw the dogs had gotten out and knew something was wrong. That's why I found Leo like that. Who was it that called? Could you hurry this up, detective? I have all my meetings in this office. Right, okay. That does connect up the... these meetings happened here. So they were recording these meetings. That's all that was happening. Okay. That's an important detail. Bauer restoration works. This is boarded up. It's possible. Okay. It's possible that's how they broke in the first time, and then they tried to pick the lock and use you as a distraction. The commotion and the... You're the blonde, and you're apparently whining about the tiger people, but you are a tiger person. Okay, I think it might be time to start looking at the thing. This is like something that doesn't quite add up. Ah, the bloody lip here as well. Were you just hit in the commotion? I mean, that is a possible explanation. What's the timing when this got hit? So it's like after the races. What's the sequence of events here? The coats landed on top of this. It looks like it's been hung on that. So they were already released. Why were they released? They were released as a distraction, possibly? That's why you were shouting for Benny. So somebody's come in, hit this. maybe to get you to come in here? And maybe that's why this is here, like you brought it with you because you were panicking about Benny. And you ran in here with this and then you got shot and they stole the thing from you. And were you wearing this jacket and how did it end up on there? I do not know. But this has been splattered. It's like the other person was wearing the jacket. Doesn't all add up, does it? Let's start looking at the things, I think. Like, we're getting most of it, but maybe something will help me here. Roles. Oh, okay, interesting. Track owner, you, I believe. Kennel master. The guy's dead on the floor. Northsider. I mean, except I believe you're somebody else. Favorite girl. Okay, that's why it's telling us about the things. Who's who? I think it was you, the digging one. Bodyguard. Okay, I see. So bodyguard, door guard. Benny is this one? I think so. I mean, it's definitely not the others because they've all got name tags, right? And then you are you. Okay. Okay. On Tuesday, a member of the something gang. Oh yeah, this is gonna be about the placing the thing, isn't it? And dear gang. Something the something. They something, but left a left a tape recorder to record the Bowers meetings, the track owners meetings. They stole nothing? Is that an option? Is nothing a word? Yeah, okay. Would you say a member of the broke into? Is that a thing? Broke into the office. Yep. On Friday at a certain time, okay, it really wants me to know. The something and the something were busy. One member of the dirt gang, while the other tried to distracted? Okay, it's a word. The door guard, while the other tried to pick. That's not a word here. Oh, I guess collect the tape recorder. The timing I'm going to have to go back to. The something and the something were busy. Something. One member of the something gang, of the Andir. So I think this is talking about the two SAR people. Maybe SAR means something more specific. The SAR and the... What would you even call the other one? New asset, gambler. What are you even saying here? The something and the something were busy, something. Who was busy doing what? I'm always by Miss Bauer's side. Or maybe you just mean busy watching the races. SAR and the track owner, sorry, so not the SAR, the bodyguard and the track owner were busy watching, oh, Jess race. Yeah, okay, those are options, okay. Watching, is watching an option? Yes, it is, okay, cool. It's interesting, it's kind of like the last one where I feel like I don't fully understand everything, but I'm managing to fill pretty much everything in. Maybe it'll fall apart with death. Well, maybe I'm wrong. 410, I guess. 410. Okay, everything's correct. Where is this all going to go wrong? I mean, that was also on Friday, right? Yeah, okay. On Friday at something, the something went to something. Okay, this is where it all gets complicated. So this is the kennel master went to gather? Collect? Well, now it was a number. Now the thing is, well, I guess, do you know how many you've been asked to find? I don't think you do. 6 items, like the door guard knows. Now that kind of makes this confusing. Like which number do you want? You did collect 7 items from that. We'll fill it in like that and see if it makes sense afterwards. Items from the office. After this is probably about the dog. Yeah, okay. So the dog knocking the shelf down. Knocked. After Benny knocked the shelf down, the kennel master left with... Okay, maybe it should be 6 and you left with 7. The 7th object was a tape recorder which had been something, recording the meetings, which had been... Oh, okay, so this is like, where it is. Okay. I knew it was going to ask me something like that, but I didn't really... I didn't notice anything clear about what that could be. You can't put in something inside that reel. It could be inside the box. But then would you have seen it when they fell off the floor? Well, it fell on the floor. Drill doesn't make sense. It looks like the battery compartment of the drill, maybe. The microphone under the stand. How would you determine this? Is something a different... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes there. Does something not look quite right? Like this is that shape. That looks right to me. Everything looks the right shape. Can't put anything in a microphone. Can't put anything in there. Must be inside the box, right? That's like the only plausible option. And it fell out and the stuff inside the box didn't fall out? That seems like the only plausible option to me, which had been in the... Is it even an option? In the something. Perfect. It's not even an option. Should have been in the... Okay, there's clearly something interesting to figure out here. Like, what? In the drill? In the microphone? None of that makes sense. Is there another item? Was there a cigarette pack on here? How is this worded again? The 7th object was a tape recorder which had been in... I don't know. Maybe it wasn't in any of those. Maybe it was in... Is there something else in the room that... Like, it was... it was in the flower pots. Okay. Is that an option? So it was hidden in the soil, and he just thought it was with all the other stuff. Okay, that's totally what it is. That's totally what it is. In the plant, I guess. Possibly hidden somewhere else in the plans. Okay. At what time? Kind of 3 something. But are we going back in time a bit then? 3 something isn't an option. We've got when was the race? The race is at 4:10. Um, 4:10. So it is interesting. It says while the other tried to collect. So maybe this is later. What, 4:50? No, I think that's too late. That feels too late to me. Prep for race. Well, you've prepped for the race, then run errands. So maybe not. Hold on. Is there a way to work that out? Well, of course there's a way to work it out. So the times we've got are 3 is when you started doing this stuff, so that's not an option. 3:45 is when... No, it's not when the first race started. 3:45, I don't remember when that was mentioned. Oh yeah. That is the time that was scheduled. It was here. Yes, okay. It's hard to keep all this stuff in your head. At around something, probably 4:50. Yeah, because we do expect there's something going on later around the time of the second race, right? At 4:50, the I reckon Northsider saw the something and went looking for. Hold on. Maybe not. Somebody saw the somebody's something and went looking for something. When he saw... Oh, for Benny? When he saw that something was a... he went to the something. This will be the kennels. While something over the something... Well, fighting over or something. Yeah, fighting over the... Well, this will be shot, obviously. This is how this ends. Kennel Master. And I think this is the Northsider. While fighting over the... Is there another word it wants me to put in except Northsider? I don't think so. That is just that person. While fighting over the tape recorder? Put it in for now. Or over the carrier. Not sure. When he saw that something was a something, he went to the kennels. What? What? When he saw that something was a something. Around blah blah, the something saw the something's something and went looking for something. This is the events. Like, I know it's the events that are to do with, you know, somebody brushing past you. And I guess you just stood in this line for that entire time since then. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Everybody stay where you are, don't move for a few hours while we question everybody. I don't know, he searched around for a moment and suddenly ran off towards those wooden gates. I got the word member from this. So there's something about Benny that's alerted you. Suddenly ran off towards those wooden gates. So they saw something that made them want to run this way. I can't, without just like sort of imagining every word, I don't think I can even think what that might be. So I think it is... I think this is going to be about the Kennel Master. Saw the... something. I went looking for Benny, maybe. What would this even be? Let's have a look at the words. Is black eye one of the words? No. The Kennel Master saw that note as a word? Is there a note that's to be seen? The Kennel Master saw the something's note? Is there a note that I'm not thinking about here? Not this one. You've had this on you all day, right? I mean, this is usually a name, right? It's going to be dogs. That's not a thing. Let's just imagine what this could be. Saw the Roy, saw the bodyguard, saw the door guard. Is it to do with like... Saw the... Is it like saw somebody's black eye or... No, I don't think that's not even one of the words. Okay, what could this be? So there's something's door. I mean, like the kennel's door? Is that a... I don't think that fits with this set of words up here. Saw the... Oh, maybe saw the... This guy's lip or something? Is lip an option? Nope. Definitely ending up in just like sort of trial and error mode here. Although not actual, I'm not filling it in. I'm waiting for something to like make sense, but... Kiosk desk, so the whatever's sick, something's note, something's nothing, something's shelf, something's plant, something's something. Tape recorder. Did you just like notice you had the tape recorder? But why would that make you go looking for Benny? Dog, so there's something's dog, so there's something's money, so there's something's door, so there's something's office, so there's something's kennels, so there's something's tools, so there's something's microphone, so there's something's drill. I do not understand. Maybe it's not the Kennel Master. When he saw that, I do think it is. I think it is the Kennel Master. But maybe not. When he saw that something was a... Why am I saying the Kennel Master has the coat on? Because they're the ones saying Benny. But is it possible that the Northsider's saying Benny? I'm getting it. Okay. I see what's being implied here. There's enough of implication that it's not... I haven't like realised what's going on. But... Northsider thinks Benny is something else. Northsider's gone past, saying, Benny, what do you think you were looking for? What it's going to be is that this, when he saw that Benny was a dog. So that when he saw that Benny was a dog, does that make any sense? I don't know. Go to the kennels. Wait, did you somehow see... Oh... No, this doesn't add up. You did see somebody's note. The note about Benny. Where's the note about Benny? They must have this become overly protective. Is there a note here that could be misinterpreted? So sorry about the mess. Benny knocked over the plant. Oh, okay. So you did break in. So you did break in and saw this note. Okay, I was running under the assumption that you didn't manage to actually break in. So you did break in, you saw this note. I guess that's why things are on the floor. Somebody's been going through the bin. I just thought it was a messy place. Okay, so you saw this note. Got it. Okay. So no, we are talking about the north side here. So the Kennel Masters. Oh, I don't want to put everything in. I think I might have everything right, but okay, maybe not the times though. 3:45. When did the lock picking happen? 4:10. Oh yeah, that is between those two things. Okay, yeah, I was running under the assumption that the lockpicking didn't succeed, but no, I think that's wrong. Okay, around 4:50, the north side saw Kennel Master's notes. I think this adds up. And went looking for Benny. When he saw that Benny was a dog, oh, and he was going past this sign and saw this. He searched around for a moment and suddenly ran off. Yeah, okay. Benny knocked over the plants. So, okay, so what's happened here is the Northsiders thought Benny was a person, and therefore, but surely you would have seen this and gone, well, no, Benny hasn't picked it up. The person who wrote this has picked it up. Why would you go to the kennels? As soon as you realize it's a dog, you would like rethink about what this note means, surely. Knocked over the plants. That doesn't quite add up to me, but I think I've got everything right. I went looking for Benny. On Friday at 3:45, the Kennel Master went to collect 6 items from the office. After Benny knocked the shelf down, the Kennel Master left with 7 items. The 7th object was a tape recorder which had been in the plant. At around 4:58 p.m, the Northsider saw the Kennel Master's note and went looking for Benny. When he saw that Benny was a dog, he went to the kennels while fighting over the tape recorder. Is that correct? The tape recorder bit? Could it be over the whole like box, the carrier? I don't think that's even one of the things. This might be it. Oh no, something's wrong. Okay, so I think it must be something down here. While fighting over the something, it might just be that one word. Because like, surely the tape recorder's in the carrier. Fighting over the tools. I don't want to guess too much. Maybe over the tools? No, okay. I'm guessing. While fighting over the something. Maybe that's not the bit that's wrong. It's totally possible. So yeah, the person in the coat was definitely the north side. Okay, and that adds up more with like this coat being over the things. Who pressed this? I think this has just been hit by you falling and landing on it, right? Why is that shoved in there? I think it probably is this coat that's been ripped, but I wish I could see some part of it that was torn. We're fighting over... And so I think the bloody lip is just from the fighting. That's a little bit like it's like almost too many actions to be like passing out of this. That they had a fight and then he shot him. We're fighting over the something. Well, something's a word. Maybe fighting's wrong? Is there a different word? While... I don't think so. while fighting over the... Do I have the times wrong? Friday at 3:45. No, that was the time scheduled. Yes. 4:15. Also, I saw the Kennel Master's note. Would that make sense for when you would have done that? Surely you would have gone in there at 4:10. Oh yeah, I think that's what I'm messing up. So this happened before. Is that what I'm messing up? So then this is just a recorder? Like, I struggle to see exactly what the details are of this though. That is the thing. Okay. Like, the details of this while fighting over the tape recorder, was it in the box? And what are they doing? Like, was one of them holding it and the other one's trying to pull it away from them? Huh? There's definitely like there's almost like too many things going on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I did think maybe you had locked the dog in there. Although, how did you get control of that dog? It looks terrifying. To get dirt on the Bowers, two members of the rival Andia gang planted the recording device in Hildegard's office. When they returned to collect it 3 days later, it had been mistakenly moved to the kennels as part of a secret delivery, right? During the struggle to take back the recording device, one of the Andias shot Leo, the kennel master. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the previous one, where I feel like I had figured out like most of it. I guess the one big twist that I hadn't figured out was about him being wearing... I mean, I had it in my mind that it could have been him wearing the blue coat. It made more sense in certain respects. But I didn't... Okay, the big thing is I didn't understand why he was saying Benny. It's a little bit reminiscent of the previous case where the guy was saying extra sour sauce. Although in that case he knew what he was talking about, but, you know, kind of similar where somebody's saying something but they actually mean something else. In this case, he thinks it's a person. Okay. But yeah, there's lots of details around the events in there. And like the bloody lip is almost like a distraction. I was like, wait, what? Like, how have you got that? And I also still don't understand what's going on with the... with these two and the whining I maybe sort of get, but isn't Asar like this gang? In which case you seem to be part of that gang? Ooh, I don't know. So yeah, but I still had like most of the details mapped out. And then I was like almost like overthinking the events that happened in here. Like it was pretty understandable that, you know, there'd been some fight to try and get something, and this guy'd gotten shot in the process, and that's kind of like all it asked for. While fighting over the tape recorder, and also they shot the kennel master. I just had the time wrong. I guess because I was thinking we wouldn't use the same time twice. And I guess I was also not realizing that, because I didn't realize that it was starting with them seeing the notes, which is the big piece I was missing. I started thinking, oh, it's later, but then once I put the note bit in, I didn't correct the time, because of course he saw the note at the time that he'd broken into the place. Whoa, complicated. All right. It's definitely some little bits of it. I mean, I think it adds up. It just, there's like details in it that I guess once again I thought I was expected to try and understand. But it's almost like too much chaos or too much detail. Reminds me a little bit of the... I don't remember which one it's in. Is it in the Lemurian Vampire? No, I think it's the other one, which I've forgotten the name of. No, it must be the Lemurian Vampire. Where they're all like trying to... I can't even remember the situation, but they're all like in the cave trying to get away. And there's a thing with that where it's like there's so much like almost... There's so much detail in the events that have happened, but it can't be shown because it's like a snapshot in time. And it was like hard to know any of that, I guess, without like using the text. And I sort of had a similar feeling with this, like... Well, actually, no, it's different because in this case, like, the text isn't even asking for that detail, but there seems to be a lot of detail implied by the scene. And yeah, still don't quite get what's going on with these two. But I guess they're here to collect the thing? Right, they're here to collect the stuff. No, because you were with Leo. Ready for pickup. So maybe you're always here. Maybe you're always here and you help out with stuff. Like setting up these thingies. Like shipments. And then you've come to collect it. Why have you got a black eye? Did you literally just have a fight with this person? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to leave that there. Wow. Okay, this DLC's complicated. See you next time, folks, for... Oh, wait, we've got to read this first. Miss Power, this project continues to show promise. Our new friend's offer of power seems to have been more than just an attempt to save his own life. And to think, if he hadn't hit your restaurant, the Andirs may have been the one who found him. Okay. Yes, the power of whatever he's doing to these, like, to make these tendrily things. Communication has been somewhat tricky, although he doesn't look it, he is speaking Lemurian. It sounds like an ancient version of what I speak. Luckily his Albionian, that's awkward, is improving every day. Albionian, I guess, is improving every day, so we can often meet in the middle. I know we haven't been able to get Zero moved out yet, but we're ready to continue phase 2 testing of the Disarranger as soon as you are. I think that's the thing he's used in the first one. Okay. Okay. Wait, there's another thing. Mr. Pouty, your update is appreciated. The Andirs may not have gotten their hands on him, but what they did get from us endangers a whole operation. Okay, so they know about it, maybe. If our naive benefactor learns what we've been doing, things will sour very quickly. I will bring the supplies myself, keep an ear to the ground. If we see any signs that she knows, phase 2 testing will need to be done on an accelerated schedule. Are we talking about the mayor? Maybe. Phase 2 testing. Okay, oh, let's not look at this yet. I don't want to see it yet. Okay. Alright, see you next time, folks. What on earth is going on there? I guess we'll find out next time. Alright, goodbye.